Let's take a look at Maya's pole vector constraint. Within the scene, we have a very basic leg rig. The leg chain has been connected with a rotate plane solver. So if we were to grab the leg's animation control, you see we have inverse kinematics. Okay. Now with this very basic rig, you'll see that eventually as we start to transform this control up, eventually we run into some very bad twisting as we cross over this rig's pole vector plane, which is found right at the root of where we've connected the IK handle to. So to correct this, we can use Maya's pole vector attributes to control this twisting. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. I'll go ahead and leave the leg up, select the IK handle, start to scroll down until we find our pole vector channels. So we'd use the x-axis to animate twist. And we also have a twist attribute for further control. However, this is not too convenient for animation. Ideally, an animator would like to have a control in the scene to position the knee wherever he or she would like the control to be for their performance. So you can see how daunting it would be to have to continue to go back to the IK handle and adjust the pole vector attributes from here. That wouldn't be animator friendly. So to avoid that, we can use a pole vector control and use the pole vector constraint to regulate the swiveling of this IK rig. So let's go ahead and take our leg and bring that back to its default pose. I'll simply go ahead and zero out the translate channels. And we could always work with a locator. So we use that as our knee control. I'll just go ahead and bring this up, bring this forward. Right now it's very small. Let's go to the locator's local scale under its shape and bring that up just a little bit more. If you like your values to match mine, we could always work with a value of 10. Let's also rename this object. So this is PV pole vector underscore knee 01. Now, to clean this up for animation, we'd first want to make sure that the locator is aligned with our leg. That way when we connect the pole vector, the leg does not shift out of its bind pose. So a quick way to do that is to go ahead and hide the leg mesh itself. Under show, we can go ahead and turn off polygons. I'll select the x-axis on the locator, hold down the V key, and with the middle mouse button, just go ahead and snap that over. So now it's aligned. Okay, great. So we can go ahead and bring back our leg. With the locator still selected, under Modify, we'll want to freeze transformations to clean up our transform channels. So if we ever need to get back to this bind pose, it's just a matter of zeroing out our locator. Okay, we're ready to apply the pole vector constraint. So it's a matter of first selecting our target object, what will control the pole vector, followed by the constraint object, which in this case is our IK handle. Let's go ahead and control click that. We'll head over to constraint under the animation module. Pole vector options, you'll see that we only have one setting to tweak, the weight of the constraint. So 1 means 100% control, 0, and the pole vector will no longer be controlled by the object we specify. So now we can go ahead and choose add. You can see a link has been made from the pole vector to the pole vector control. So watch this. If we were to go ahead and grab our leg, start to pull this up, now we can take the locator to control any twisting issues we may run into. So going back to what we saw before, when we grabbed the leg control and started to bring that up and we ran into some twisting, you can see how leg is now upside down. No problem at all. We simply adjust the pole vector control to fix that. If we were to select the IK handle again, you can see all three pole vector channels have been locked down by the constraint. So that's a look at Maya's pole vector control, a way to control twisting on all IK handles that have twist this. So this would apply to the rotate plane solver. It could also be used for Maya's spring solver.